Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Episode 5 now out. We're going to talk about it. Smash your thoughts down below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Episode 5. Transform. So Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Episode 5 is now out for you guys to go and check out. And look, this episode, after last week's episode, the ending, I was super hyped for. So now I've sat down and watched it, and it did not disappoint. Another great episode. This anime is just a bundle of fun. Like, the amount of times that you just laugh, smile, and have a lot of fun with this one, it's just on another level right now. I am enjoying it so much. Like, is this going to be the best anime of the year? No, it's not. But is it going to be one of the most entertaining of the year? Oh yeah, it's up there for me because I am just smiling, having a ball with it every single time. In this episode, we start off with all the Shocker crew there, and they get to work, you know? We don't even stop there. We get the Rider Punch, we get the Electro Waves tackle smash, you know, we get the V3 stuff going on, and these three just go ham. And even the girl who is the Shocker girl, she is shocked. She's like, wait, they just took out a whole battalion, like our whole crew here, of Shocker soldiers, and they're just human. What's going on? And you're thinking to yourself, oh, what's going to happen? And then the brother starts questioning her, and he goes up to the other brother, and he's like, you need to tell me this. Are you planning on marrying her or not? And this is where the comedy element starts coming, because he's just gone straight in there. You're either marrying her or not. That is why people get in relationships. You get in relationships because you're going to marry or not. And it's hilarious because Tackle and Tojima are just sitting there. They're like, what is going on here? And then we have the monster guy show up. Remember him from that episode where he revealed his mouth? Well, he turns up and we have V3 go after him. And he delivers a punch to his face and it rips his mask off. But the difference is this monster is so much more powerful and starts destroying V3. Starts to destroy him. And then Tackle and Tojima, they get involved. There's this all-out fight, but they get slaughtered. They are no match for this monster. And the girl who's the Shocker girl, she's like, oh, whoa, man, no, this isn't right. Like, this is not going on. And just as they're about to happen, the mask fully comes off, and this is where we get a look at the actual face of the monster. And it's, I think it said the spider monster or something like that. So it looks interesting. It looks menacing. And you're sitting there like, oh, okay. So this is the true villain of the series right now. And they're already going up. And then we're seeing the power difference here. Like, this monster is up here and they're still down here. And just as they're about to, you know, kick the bucket essentially from this monster who's like, okay, I'm going to take the initiative, and starts whooping them, and he's like about to kill the brother. The other brother shows up with Rider Man's gear on, and he hits this wire around the monster, stops him. And here again, just when you're in the action, the comedy side of it comes back. And they're like, he's like, don't worry, the monster can't get rid of this. This can have two tanks pulling it and it won't break. We need to get out of here. That's what we got to do. And as they're about to go, he goes up to the Shocker girl and he's like, you deserve to know why I'm Rider Man. Because she asks, like, why Rider Man? And he's like, you need to know. And I love it because then it goes to Tackle and she's like, are we really going to do this right now? Like, how typical is it? Like, this is a trope that happens in, not in just anime, in a lot of shows and stuff like that, where you start to have this backstory where this person is telling them in the middle of the fight, right? And she's like, yeah, we're supposed to be running away right now, and we're just going to sit here and have a story about this. So we get the backstory of the brothers again, more of it, and how one is V3 and one is Rider Man, and what actually happened and occurred. Now, it's a wholesome thing, because it's wholesome, but also it's kind of like the big brother is a bit of a bully to the little brother, but you can see that it's out of the goodness of his heart of why he believes he is Rider Man. And it makes sense because he does have 5 years of life experience, like he says. But I just found it hilarious how they're telling this story, why this fight is going on, why they're supposed to be escaping. So we get all of that backstory and how the brother is like, I showed you my kindness. And he's like, like, I love it. The brother's like, how did you show me kindness by breaking my arm? Like, how is that kind? And the brother's justification is because you're Rider Man, you needed to lose your arm in order to be him. And I'm just sitting there like, bro just wanted to break your arm, and he's coming up with an excuse to why he's breaking, why, like, he's trying to deep this meaning of breaking your arm, and I just thought it was hilarious. And the brother's like, I did it on your left arm though, because your right arm's your good one, but I chose to do it on the left one. Otherwise I would have done the right, but you needed that one. And he's like, oh well, okay, I guess that's okay. Thanks for doing it. And then punches him with his good arm. And I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, this is brilliant. So they're all doing that, and the monster's like, this is very interesting. But the monster uses like this telepathic power that he has to get the Shocker Girl to start attacking him. And as they're about to jump in and help, he's like, no, this is between me and her. And this is where he confesses his love to her, and it says, will you marry me? And that breaks her out of it. So there's that comedy element as well of that, which I found hilarious. And the way she was on top of it is just freaking gold. But then we get the full transformation of the monster, because he comes out of the human skin and we see what he actually looks like. And it was animated beautifully. It really had this menacing feel about it. And I really, really enjoyed it. And watching him transform, and now he's serious. But that's how it ends. So we've got all of them ready to go and fight here now. We have the Shocker Girl, who seems to be almost out of that sort of mental state of being captured and controlled by this monster. So I thought this episode was freaking a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. And I really love the music. Like when Rider comes on, oh, it's so freaking good. At the start it comes on, I really, really like it. I just think this is such an underrated anime. Like, is this going to be like a Lord of Mysteries? Is this going to be a Takopi Original Sins? Is this a To Be Hero X level of like deep storytelling and, this type of anime where you sit there and you're like, this is going to be unbelievably changing like the landscape? No. Do you know what this is though? This is a freaking anime that you can sit down, have so much fun with. You're not going to hate it. You're going to love it. You're going to laugh. You're going to get everything. You're going to get some cool action sequences. You're going to get some great animation, some really, really sick music. And you're going to come away from it with a huge smile on your face. Because the concept of these people living their dreams of being these characters they watched grow up is something we all want to do. It's something that we all would love to do. And they're doing it. And it's just a fun series, man. It really is. And I don't see enough of people talking about it and watching it. You should be watching it, man. You don't even need to know what Kamen Riders is. You don't need to have watched the old series or anything. You just go into this and you watch it, and you won't be disappointed, man. I want to see more people watch this series because I freaking love it. Like, this reminds me of the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. It's like taking ideas from your childhood with the nostalgia and that, and putting them into this anime, into like these anime situations, and that something that we all love. And that's what this does as well. Like, I'm not going to sit here and preach that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. No. But it's one of the funnest things you can watch right now. It's a series that I think people need to watch. So I absolutely love this episode. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you not? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.